Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's tutorial is going to be on this beautiful look right here. It's like a neutral brown with a hint of purple makeup look. So if you'd like to see how I got it, please keep watching. Starting out, I'm going to prime my eyes with my MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot, and this is just going to cancel out any discoloration, any veins, and it's going to act as a really good base for all of our shadows. Taking this LarLee and VioletVoss Collab palette, I'm going to grab the light shade Basic in here, and I'm just going to set from my crease and up, and this is going to pretty much just help out with blending shadows later. So first up, we have the color Burnt Orange from AnastasiaBeverlyHills. This is going to act as our transition shade. This is the shade you're going to see the highest on our eye. So I'm just going to work that in. As you can see, I'm keeping my eyes open and putting the brush exactly where I want it. So this is all about placement with the shadow. So I'm keeping my eyes open so I know how it looks when my eyes are open. Also, notice how my hand is pretty far down on the brush. This is just going to make it so I have a nice, soft, even application, and it's not going to be too rough or put too much pigment in one spot. So just keep working this color in. You can do windshield wiper motions, circular motions, really whatever motion works best for you, that's the one you should do. So I'm just working on this color, and I really want it to be nice and soft and blown out and exactly the way I want it. So I'm just taking my time. I really like this color, by the way. It's a really nice shadow from Anastasia. Alright, keeping it moving, I'm going to grab Morocco, again from AnastasiaBeverlyHills, another beautiful shadow from her. I love this one. I'm going to slowly work this in back and forth, and I want this to be directly under Burnt Orange. So you should have a nice gradient between both shadows here. As you can see, this color is pretty powerful and strong, and I did go a little heavy-handed, but no worries, I will totally fix it. No worries. So I'm going to take the brush that we used earlier for Burnt Orange, and I'm just going to blend out any harsh lines. I didn't dip in again for any product. This is just whatever's left on the brush. I'm going to blend out any harsh lines. You definitely want to make sure you're always going back to blend. Blending is one of the most important parts in creating a makeup look. And as you can see here, I'm kind of like dragging the brush outward. I'm blowing it out because I really wanted that blown out look. Moving on to yet another AnastasiaBeverlyHills shadow. This is in the shade Deep Plum. It's just like a nice plummy purple color, and I'm going to take a pencil brush and work that in from outer corner to inner corner. So I just kind of want a line there at first, and then I'll go to add in more later. So I'm going to place that where I want it, and then I'm going to blend it out a little bit just so it's not as harsh. Then I'm just picking up the same brush we used Morocco with, no additional product, just to blend, and then the same thing with the Burnt Orange brush. Now moving on to our all-over lid color. This is the shade LarLee out of the VioletVoss and LarLee Collab palette. Very unique shade. So at first I just placed it there with my finger, then I'm going to go spritz my brush with some Mario Badescu Rose Water Spray and just kind of intensify the pigment a little more. Then, because I felt like my crease needed more of that purple, and I usually do like a darker crease, I'm going to go back in with Deep Plum, and I'm just going to intensify that a little more. And then I'm, of course, going to grab all the same brushes and do the same thing and just blend. Moving on to my face, it's time to prime. I'm going to take my Smashbox Photo Finish Primer and just pretty much just put that all over my face, but mainly where my pores are and in my T-zone. Then I'm going to take this Sephora, I believe it is Sephora Collection foundation, and I'm just going to put a little bit of my NYX white foundation mixer in because it's a little too dark right now, the foundation, so I'm just going to lighten it up a tad. And yeah, don't worry, I know this still looks a little dark for me, guys, but when my concealer and all that jazz is on my face, it works out. I promise I'll make it work. So just make sure your beauty blender or your Real Techniques complexion sponge, whatever you're using, is nice and damp, and then just go to town. In my opinion, there is just no better tool than the beauty blender for blending out foundation. I just love the flawless, natural finish it gives. I love it. So I'm going to be a little extra today because why not, and I'm going to mix two concealers. I'm going to first take my beloved MakeUpForever Ultra HD concealer that I love so much, and then I'm also going to take the MAC Pro Longwear concealer. I also really like this one a lot, so yeah, I'm just going to put these one on top of the other. And of course, again, with our damn beauty blender, I'm just going to blend that all out. Real quickly, I just wanted to say I'm sorry for not getting up a lot of content recently. I know I've been slacking, and I definitely intend to change that. I just wanted to say a quick apology to you guys because it's definitely not something I want to happen. By the way, I have not been setting my under eyes or face lately, just a little FYI. Moving on to our lower lash line, I'm going to take Morocco with a big fluffy brush, and I'm just going to work that from outer corner to inner corner. And yeah, I just really wanted a really blown out eye. So I'm just going in with this big fluffy brush. Then I'm going to take the Plum. And this is really weird, guys. I know, but this was a video of trying new things. And I put some of the deep Plum like on the outer edge. But as you can see, I didn't put it like close to the lash line. I put it on the bottom and then blended it out. Very strange and different, but I wanted to try something new. So why not? After I blended it out, I feel like you couldn't even tell, honestly. So here I'm just taking another brush, no product on it, and just toning that down a little bit because I did go pretty heavy. Then I chose my Tarte Inner Rim Liner for my waterline. Then I'm going to move on to mascara using my favorite drugstore mascara, which is, of course, the L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara. Then I'm going to move on to highlighter. I'm going to take the new Maybelline Strobing Cream. I forget what shade this is in. I will have that listed down below for you. And I'm just going to highlight all the normal places. So my cheekbones, my nose, my Cupid's bow, my chin, in between my eyebrows, all that good stuff. I really like this Strobing Cream from Maybelline. It's really good. Alright, moving on to a part you guys never see me do because I never do it. I'm going to do a little bit of cream contour today because why not? So I'm going to take my SoniaKashuk, whatever you call this. I'm sure it's some kind of contour stick. And then I'm just going to blend that out. I haven't been setting my under eyes lately because I do realize when I set them there is more creasing. And my skin and my face has been completely dry lately and that's why I'm not setting it. So as you can see, I totally didn't finish blending my cream contour and I just moved on to bronzer because I completely forgot it was there because I don't usually do it. Then I realize, and then I go back to blend it out with a damp beauty blender. This contour stick from SoniaKashuk isn't that bad. I got mine at Target, I believe, around $10 or so. The bronzer I'm using today is from Neutrogena. It's my Sunkissed bronzer that I love so much. Random side note, does anybody's cat or animal chew up their iPhone or Samsung chargers? Because my cat has gone through 3 of them now and I'm about ready to rip her head off or just disown her or kick her out, something of that sort. I'm going nuts and I'm over it. Anyway, moving on to highlight. This is my new favorite highlight from the drugstore. This is from Pixi and it is a collab with Aspyn Ovard. Don't even know who she is, but wow, you did a great job with this. It is the perfect shade for my skin tone. The only thing I can say about this is it is a little bit powdery at first, but if you spray a little bit of Fix Plus or Mario Badescu or whatever setting spray or spray you have, it will definitely sink into the skin more and look more natural. But this shade is just freaking stunning. I love it. This is in the shade Santorini Sunset. And as you can see, I do bathe in it, so I'm just blending it out a little bit, toning it down, and then I'm going to move on to setting spray, taking my Milani Make It Last setting spray. Love that stuff. Got it from CVS. So good. Love it. And now I'm going to mix 2 AnastasiaBeverlyHills liquid lipsticks, one in the color Sepia and one in the color I do not remember, so check that down below if you're interested. So I just mixed those 2, and it gave me like a purple-brown combination type thing. So I'm just putting that on with the jankiest lip brush that I probably shouldn't have used, but anyway, we're just gonna roll with it. But just do your lips. I really like the way this color came out, and yeah, I think it really just added to the look. By the way, going back to the all over lid color in that LarLee VioletVoss palette, it's like a pinkish yellow, like iridescent, like looks different colors and different angles. It's just the most amazing different color, and I really enjoyed it on my lid. So yeah, little side note. So I did struggle a wee bit on the lips, so I'm just taking my time because it is a dark color and this is a janky lip brush, so just take your time, do your lips, and then the look is done. In the heat of the night, we'll be having a siesta. I feel very Spanish and señorita in this look with the shirt and the hair and the makeup and all that jazz. But anyway, if you guys like this tutorial, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. That helps your girl out a lot. If you're not subscribed to my channel, what are you doing? Subscribe, join the familia. All products I used in this video will be listed down below, so don't forget to check that out. Also, all my social media platforms are listed down below, so don't forget to follow me and stay up to date on everything. If there's anything that you guys would love to see from me, don't forget to leave that in the comment section down below. I love hearing your feedback and suggestions. It really makes me happy. I'm thinking since we're rolling into spring here and I'm a spring baby and I love nice, colorful, fresh face looks, I think that's going to be the next tutorial, like a nice, fresh face spring look. I cannot wait for that weather to be here. Oh my god. Anyway, I love you guys. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Bye.